Hey, here we are.
Yeah. And here we have Leonardo here on the reviewing area here. So, taking a quick look at the box here, you have the figure here and the artwork of Leonardo here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Nickelodeon, says his name, Leonardo. And on the top here, you just have the BST AXN here. And on the cardboard thing here, we have the same BST AXN here, and some words here. Features articulation and accessories, and that's just a sticker there that's covered up. And going to the side here, we have a picture of the Ninja Turtle characters here.
Now, can you name them?
Yes. We have the one in the red is Raphael.
He's a hothead.
The one in the purple is Donatello.
Yeah, and sometimes they nickname him Donnie. That they do in the cartoon and even in the movie. I heard him called that once or twice. Donnie.
And of course, we have the one we're reviewing here, Leonardo. And we have Michelangelo in the orange here. And we have the same words and things here. And on the other side, it's just the rest of the clear clamshell here. Oh. But on the bottom, you just have barcodes and words and things. And on the back, you have a picture of the toy here.
Of Leonardo. And it says 31 points of articulation. And it says multiple accessories, which it comes with different faces. A sewer cover, which I'm not sure what that's about, and his katana swords, and different hands.
Yeah.
And it says incredible sculpt details.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Right here.
Yep, incredible sculpt details. Now, I'm going to let Colton read the bio for Leonardo. I'm just going to help him out if he needs, but he can do it.
And this is his little bio here.
And that's why I like this character, because he kind of really matches up with my personality. But I also have some of Raphael in me, too. Kind of a hothead. He just does it.
So, on his bio, it says Leonardo, or Leo, as some may call him, is dedicated, disciplined, and selfless. He's a perfectionist with a strong moral sense. Because of his serious, responsible nature, Leo is like the big brother of the group, Splinter's right-hand turtle, and the leader of the team.
Very good. Leo's weapon of choice is twin katana swords.
Yep.
That is his choice. That's what he's known for is the katana swords he has, and he's always had them. So each one of these turtles have always had their certain weapons. For Leonardo, it's always been his katana swords. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So.
And on the bottom, you just have warnings and Nickelodeon and other words. And on the top, you just have Ninja Turtles, Nickelodeon, and features, articulation, and assortment.
So, while we're doing the review, if y'all want to, respond down there in the comments below. Does anybody else remember the turtle craze that happened with the turtles besides me? Because there was a turtle fad for a little while. And pizza got very popular. Pizza still is popular today, but it really got popular with the turtles.
Yes. Because, as y'all know, that these Ninja Turtles always like to eat pizza.
Yeah, anything on the pizza. Yeah. Yeah.
So now, I think it's time to open this up, and I also...
There you go.
I forgot to get my cutter again.
He forgot to get his cutter, so I'll give him my cutter. Be careful, don't cut you. Be careful, don't get yourself. So, woo, there it goes. So, this is the first time, like I said, he's ever going to review one of these. He's never reviewed a turtle. This is his first time.
Yes.
So, I think it should just come out. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So while he's getting that open, I know that there's some people that remembers the 1980s turtle craze that happened, and then it just went from there. It went from cartoon to action figures to movies to games.
Oh. Oh. There we go. Got it.
Got it. Okay. It had a catchy theme when it started. You knew that you was watching Turtles back during the cartoons.
Oh, and when you open up this little flap, it does have Ninja Turtles on it as well. And also, what I just noticed here is, if I close up the box here,
There you go. Okay, just put this out.
what I just noticed in the inside of the box, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's other artworks of the Ninja Turtle characters printed on.
In the background.
Trying to get the lens to clean up a little. But yeah, y'all can see that the Ninja Turtle characters behind where the clamshell of Leonardo was at.
Okay. Yep, there's a whole mess of them.
And here's the figure here, and everything he comes with here.
So now we're going to go crazy and see how this works. Yeah.
There we go.
You didn't have to fight that. They just dropped right on out.
Okay. Now, gotta get these out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the figure. And from what I can tell, there's some assembly required when you get this figure out here. And the only thing you need to attach, from what I can see here, is on his belt here. On the back, there's 2 holes, and you get this thing that has 2 pegs, and you just attach it.
Wait. I think that's it. Turn it around. Flip. No. No. Like this. Like that right there. Now put it in there.
Okay.
Okay. So they have some tabs where his belt goes for his back to hold in his katana swords. So we are trying to get it to fit in there, and
One of these is not really.
I think you got it.
Oh, this tab is not in all the way. I don't know if it should tap in there, but
Let's see.
well, I think it should go in all the way, but I'm not gonna try and force it. But it does tap in on the back, and these, of course, are his little sheaths for his little katana swords. Yeah, I'm not gonna force it in, because I don't want to risk breaking it.
So how you can tell Leonardo is different from the other turtles is he always has blue bands. Blue like bands on him. Where Raphael's red, Donatello is purple, and Michelangelo is orange. And he also has an L on his belt.
Yep.
Stands for Leonardo. He is, I don't want to say the head of the brothers, but he is the cool one under pressure. He is the leader. He more is focused on getting the mission done. No matter what he has to do. But also his main purpose is also to do his best to look out after his brothers.
And let's zoom in here to get a closer look at the head sculpt here. as you can see, really nicely done head sculpt here. And does, of course, have the blue band around his head, like he's always had. And the eyes are crisp and painted really well. And nicely sculpted in on the mouth here. And going down to his chest here, you just have his, like, well, I guess you can call these
his
abs.
Well, his turtle plate, his shell.
Or, yes, because
his turtle undershell. I don't know how you would put it.
Or turtle undershell.
I don't know his turtle shell. Yeah, I don't know. He's a turtle. He's got a shell on both sides of him.
Yes. And going down to his arms. And the 3 little fingers he has. And, of course, his belt strap with the letter L, indicating this is Leonardo. And his shell here, which is nicely sculpted. Although this figure does have like a little white thing here. I think that's like paint slop, or that's probably a
Paint slop.
or it might be a little scratch here.
There's no telling. But anyway.
But it might be a paint slop.
Paint slop. I like that.
And you have his little sheaths here, of course, where his little katanas, swords will go into. And going down to his legs here. And his feet here.
His feet.
And there's no, like, peg holes on the bottom of the feet, because this figure does not come with a stand, obviously.
Nope.
And here is the side view. The back. And the other side. And that is it. So for articulation, the head is okay. The head is on a ball joint. I gotta raise the camera up some. The head is on a ball joint, but well, you can move it all the way around, of course, but he can't really look up and down that well. Well, he can look up only a tiny bit, but not really down, because due to the shape of his and the design of his head all around. arms can rotate all the way around, move in and out on a soft ratchet. You can hear that click there. Hey, a little bit of an arm, well, a lot of an armpit joint here. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Hands can rotate all the way around, and they do have a hinge joint that allows you to move them up and down. But yeah, you're not gonna have a lot of up and down of his hands, and his hands on the hinge joint move like this here. But as y'all saw here, you only get a little bit of them moving up and down. And he does have a ball joint at the torso. Okay. He does have a ball joint at the torso, and he does swivel at the waist here. But of course that they're hindered by the shell and the stomach area of the turtle. But thankfully, what I just noticed here is the shell is on yes, the shell, you can see here that tiny little that green little thing there, the shell can move around because it is on a ball joint. So you can move it out of the way.
So this way, with them having a shell that can articulate, you can actually pose him, and his shell wouldn't hinder any of the poses because it will move with the pose.
Yes. Well, it still does kind of hinder his chest area, but you can still move it around to kind of get it out of your way. And his legs. Okay.
I don't know if it goes up and down.
I was just seeing if his legs could shift down, but from what I can tell, they don't. So his legs is on a yes, it's on a ball joint. So you can move them forward and back some, and they move out about that far. But and the chest does kind of hinder it still. But he does have a thigh swivel here. He does have double jointed knees. And the feet can move up and down. And you do have an ankle pivot. So you can still get this guy in a lot of poses. And even though it still does hinder his articulation in some areas. You can still get it in a lot of poses.
Okay. So, show him what other accessories he comes with.
So now for accessories, he does come with some with some optional hands. The ones that he have on him is just the open hands, like the open relaxed hands.
Yes, he cannot carry his or hold his katana swords with those hands. You must take them out and replace his hands.
Yes. But he does come with some closed fist hands. And a pair of grabbing hands here. And swapping the hands is, yeah. So swapping the hands is really easy. All you do is just pop off the hand and replace it with a new hand on them. And since I got his gripping hands on, he does, of course, come with two of his iconic katana swords here, or katana blades. And you can see the silver paint on the blade here with some yellow here and some like brown paint of the handle here and some yellow here. And of course you can slide them into his hands just like that. Just slide in a lot easy. Just like that. Or if you don't want him to have him hold them in his hands,
Are you gonna fight it off?
well, this came out a lot easier. I'm just gonna go ahead and use one of these. So if you don't want him to hold them in his hands, of course you can slide them into these hilt things like that, and like that. This one's like a lot easier to slide out of his hands than this one. But that might be on this figure. And he does come with an optional headpiece. the one that he has on him is just the standard face, but he also does come with an angry face.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to rip his head off and put this one on. Let's see. It should just come right off. Unless there's something else that pops off, shouldn't be popping off. There we go. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. He goes on there some way.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Got it. It is kind of really tight. But there he is with his alternate headpiece you got.
He's mean mug. He's mean mugging it.
And the last accessory that he comes with is...
And I have no idea why this is in there, but okay.
This thing here, which is like a... It is a cover for a... Sewer.
And what does it say on it?
And it does say something here.
Yep.
On the front here it says city sewer, and yes, it says it on both sides. City sewer.
City sewer.
Because these turtles do live in New York City.
Yeah.
And in New York City, they have these sewer caps here. For like those sewer waters.
Yeah, it's a sewage... sewage cover. So, yeah. I just had to get on though. I was looking around and I was like, yep, that's it. I was like, gotta do it. I said, it is a part of the past. It is a part of the past. And Leonardo is my most favorite turtle. He goes through a lot of sometimes self-doubt trying to lead the rest of them. And I understand that. Because you do the best that you can. And sometimes you wonder, is it good enough? Did you do a good enough job for them? Did you explain it and help them the best that you could? You know, so I can understand where some of his leadership, authority, and skills come from, and like I said, he is the biggest brother for the rest of them. He tries not to lose control, but sometimes he does. But he doesn't mean to. But sometimes he just goes off, but as far as getting a game plan of attack and just going for it, and having all the information down to see what it's going to take, and pretty much all the rest of the turtles pretty much listen to him. Sometimes they buck against them, but you know. So Leonardo, in his infinite wisdom, sometimes he even has to go back and ask his master for advice, because sometimes he's not sure, and I understand that too. So, to help the others.
And I think we'll be back with our final thoughts. So, stay tuned.